Oh, I might as well just quit, guys. I might as well just quit debunking. I just can't. I can't deal with this hate anymore.
Surprise, cockbags!
All right, guys, welcome back. So, if you're new here, let's get a few things straight. I am a paranormal investigator. I've spent 3 years, the last 3 years, investigating cold, damp, mouldy, dark, smelly locations, looking for signs of the paranormal. And do you know why I do this? Because I actually respect the field, and I'm generally curious to what happens to us after we die. The thought of death scares the absolute living pants off me.
You wearing any pants?
No.
Okay.
And to experience something 100% paranormal and maybe even capture it on camera would be amazing. And it would bring me and probably a lot of people out there comfort, knowing that there is something after we pass on. And that's why I'm absolutely sick to the back teeth of fake paranormal teams going out there and making a mockery of the paranormal field. Now, my debunking videos are not here to attack people for the sake of it. They are a public service for millions and millions of people that watch these fake channels. These are also people that want to believe in the paranormal, but they are getting systematically lied to week after week after week by fake paranormal content creators.
You're goddamn right.
And I've noticed over the past few months that my comment section has turned into a bit of a battleground. And the believers of these so-called paranormal investigation channels, they're furious because unfortunately, logic hurts. So today we're not going to be debunking the fake channels. We are going to be auditing the delusional people out there which are defending them. So pull up a chair because we've got a few comments to look through here. Now, I've pulled all of these comments off of my video that I did on Exploring with Angelo, but most of the comments here pretty much cover, the same kind of topic of insult that's thrown at me on a regular basis. I've followed Angelo for years. His videos aren't fake. What you do is shameful, watching YouTubers' content and debunking everything. Have you got solid proof that it's real? Then I'll listen. Angelo tries to rationalize the paranormal things himself instead of jumping in and saying it's a ghost. He has some idiot who has been stalking him for a while and has threatened to harm him. So he is very cautious at what he does. Now, Andrea, this is the issue because you've followed this guy for years. You've just admitted it. And you've invested hundreds of hours, possibly, into watching his content. And I know it feels personal when somebody like me comes along and basically says you've been wasting your time the whole time watching this content creator because I've caught him faking.
That really hurts!
And you asked me if I had solid proof. I mean, Andrea, did you watch the whole video? If you watch near the end, I recorded all of the overlays through the whole video and I put them into my editing software and I played them all sequentially one after the other, and it was the exact same coughing noise. It's 100% overlaid. And you also say he tries to rationalize things himself. Now, this is a classic manipulation tactic which a lot of channel use to give you the false impression that they're doing everything they can to, debunk the claims or rationalize things. I see it all the time. I see channels debunking a little bit, and then the massive things that happen, they go, oh yeah, that's paranormal. And because they've debunked a few things at the start of the video, you think, oh yeah, they must be telling the truth about the massive thing that happens. You're being manipulated, Andrea. And when somebody like me with logic looks at this, it's easy to spot a mile off. And then you go on to say about him being stalked by somebody that's said they want to harm him. Well, maybe, Angelo, if you're listening, don't waste your time going into a property and faking paranormal evidence. Maybe you should put your time, effort and money into getting a security system, or perhaps talking to the police about this so-called stalker. But after seeing his last video that I debunked, I could pretty much bet my house that this stalker story is all made up.
You want to be rich, don't you?
Oh, yeah, sure, right. That's rich. You're going to make me rich?
Okay, so let's go on to the next comment. This one's from Wayne. What are you such a hater, lol? What makes him different from you? Any jackass can talk shit, but you do it for views. Atheist, he goes out to earn his views. Atheist, I think you were supposed to put at least he goes out to earn his views. So, okay, so let's bring up my page here. So, there we go. Out investigating. Quite a few debunk videos here. Let's get to here. Investigation. And from here on out, investigations. So if you actually went onto my channel and had a look, you would see that I don't just sit here in my chair debunking people. I go out as well, looking for real signs of the paranormal. And that's how I know that most of these teams are full of shit, because I've done over 100 investigations. And not once have I had an investigation come close to any of these fake teams' videos, ever. And that's how I know that they're pulling the wool over your eyes. So that's answered your question there, Wayne. How am I different to the fake channels? I don't use fishing line. I don't use overlays. I don't use tricks to get devices to go off. In fact, I don't really use devices anymore. And I certainly don't use amateur dramatic acting to lie to my audience for a paycheck. Now, these channels are bringing out videos weekly, and they're getting shit happen in every single video, usually from start to finish. And you know how we're different? Because we go into a location, we spend 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, sometimes all night, usually to get nothing. But do we make stuff up to make the video more entertaining? No. We come home and we try and salvage something from the investigation. And more often than not, it's just completely quiet. But yeah, we upload it anyway. Because unfortunately, that is how 90% of investigations go. Now, if a channel is catching, terrifying, physics-defying, fucking poltergeist activity every Tuesday night on 8 p.m, I'm sorry to say, Wayne, but that's not a real team. They're just earning their views and their money for being a fictional performer. And I'm not a hater, Wayne. I'm an auditor. And unfortunately, your favourite channel just failed inspection.
Failed? Well, can't we just start over? I mean, I'm kind of having a personal problem. My mind was somewhere else.
Right, so let's go on to the third comment. This is a very common one that I get very, very often. You're just jealous, pal. You just like taking the piss out of him. Now, I get the "you're jealous" comment pretty much daily. So, Anthony, what am I supposed to be actually jealous of here? Am I supposed to be jealous of a man walking around a dilapidated building, overlaying sounds and pretending there's some demonic presence in his house? Am I supposed to be jealous of channels and teams that have built a whole empire on fraudulent claims, lies and absolute falsehoods? Am I jealous of knowing that any moment a debunker could look at my footage and analyze it frame by frame and completely tear down every ounce of fake fucking paranormal activity that I've spewed all over YouTube? No thanks, pal. I think they can keep that.
That's all right. Keep it.
I sleep perfectly fine at night knowing that all of my subscribers are here for the unvarnished truth. And they hate the wool being pulled over their eyes just as much as I do. So what do you think I'm jealous of? The amount of money that they're earning and the amount of subscribers they have? No. I could literally turn my house into the most haunted house in the world tonight if I wanted to. I know all the tricks. I know how to hide all of the tricks. No one would be able to debunk my videos because I know how to hide all of the errors. And my channel would blow up. It would be easy. It would be really easy. But I choose not to do it because my channel is about exploring real paranormal evidence, doing real paranormal investigations. I don't want shitloads of money and shitloads of fame. I just want to prove the paranormal for myself. And if I ever did capture anything on camera whilst out on an investigation, then I'd like to think I've built up enough credibility for my subscribers who have been watching, for them to believe the evidence I've caught as well. And the way I see it, credibility in the paranormal field is the most important trait of a paranormal investigator. And it's so disappointing to me that so many people like Anty here are giving their attention to a complete circus instead of demanding a real scientific investigation. So we'll go on to the next one. Right, let's see what old Tracy Martino has got to say here. All I hear is a lot of judging going on. 1, most of them put at the beginning of their video, it's for entertainment purposes only. 2, at least he's out there making his own videos, real or not, just sitting in a chair, talking shit and knowing everything and putting in clips from other people's work, which honestly you do way too frequently. You don't actually do anything but talk. That must be exhausting. And all I see from an awful lot of these comments about Angelo, Jasco, Chris and CJ is all a whole lot of jealousy. I mean, you all hate them because they make a fortune doing what they do. Jasco just bought his house, his truck, pretty much everything he has from making his so-called fake videos. But I'm sure he gets the last laugh every time he buys a new vehicle with all your money. You're all hating and judging and bitching, but they're all buying the cars and homes and helicopters that none of you will ever own. Priceless. Yeah, I mean, Tracy, I've got my own car. I've got my own business. I've got my own house. Helicopter. I wouldn't buy a fucking helicopter even if I had the money. I can't stand flying, especially in helicopters. But thank you for admitting the truth straight from the start. You said this was for entertainment purposes. So you know it's fake. But I'm sorry, putting a tiny little 5-second disclaimer at the start of their video just doesn't cut it for me. I mean, who the hell fucking pauses it to read them anyway? Nobody. And for Jasco, I know that people have been into his live streams that have actually messaged me and said, you need to look at Jasco because he's still saying his videos are real. And I read through all of the comments and there's comment after comment after comment after comment saying, oh my God, this is so scary. Oh my God, I can't believe you're in that house. I'd never be in that house. So he's still indicating to people that it's real. But the most disturbing part of your logic here is that, you know, apparently wealth equals truth. And you're bragging that creators like Jasco and fucking Omar Gosh and the like are buying, you know, houses, helicopters, cars off the back of lying to their fans. So think about what you're actually saying here. You're celebrating getting rich by exploiting the genuine, you know, deep curiosity that human beings have about life after death. You're laughing at everyday people giving their hard-earned money and watch time to fraud. Now, I don't care about their trucks and their cars and their houses and their imaginary helicopters. All I care about is the integrity of the paranormal field. Now, you can sit there and worship the bank account of somebody that, you know, tricks people for a living all you want. But my channel is for people who have, self-respect. It's for the people that are tired of being a cash cow.
Do you accept cash?
And for people that, actually want to know if what they're watching is real. So yeah, they could have a helicopter, they could have a yacht, but for all I care, they can shove it right up their anus.
You won't be strutting that ass.
Right, on to the next one. Damn, it is fucking hot in here. 30 degrees outside. I'm sat in a studio with lights all over me and I am leaking. Right, so what have we got here? The next one from Matthew. Do you really think I'm going to listen to your British bullshit convince me by hating on someone, especially after you've been proved wrong many times? Anyone feeding into your bullshit is naive. Also, Matt, calm down, mate. Take a breath. Perhaps put a full stop in. I mean, you're typing so fast, you're fucking... your spelling is flying completely out the window. I mean, first of all, you ask if you're really going to listen to me, and yet, you're listening long enough here to watch the video and get profoundly triggered and write a big, massive paragraph to me. So, yes, clearly you are listening. So, second, let's take a look at this phrase, British bullshit. Video editing, it doesn't have an accent, mate. A timeline cut or an overlay doesn't have to show its nationality. When I cut these overlays out and zoom in and show you for what they are, which most often not is a pre-recorded sound clip, that isn't British bullshit there. That's objective. It's fact, mate. The software doesn't care where I was born, and neither does logic. I mean, and you also claim that I've been wrong so many times. Well, I would like for you to show the receipts, because I think maybe I've got one thing wrong where I've had to take down a video and offer an apology. So all of the videos I make these days, I make sure I'm 100% right before I release the video. Now, when these fakers get caught faking, they don't usually reply with a video saying, well, I think you're wrong because of this and this and this. Here is the footage to prove that you are wrong. No, they either ignore it, they offer me out copyright strikes, or they put out massive, community posts to try and turn their audience onto me. Or sometimes they even go down the route, as making up shit to try and make debunkers look bad. And sometimes they even get personal. They go looking on your social media, looking for any dirt that they can to try and spin it around onto you, to control the narrative. But yeah, I never see any legit teams doing this. Do you? You won't find any, because they don't. And you said here about being naive. If looking at objective facts makes someone naive in your eyes, then I'd happily invite you to stay in the dark while as others switch the light on. Okay, you guys, so I think we'll leave it there before I melt into the studio floor. But yeah, that's a little taster into the kind of tone of the comments that I receive regularly on the channel. And a little message to you haters out there. All you're doing by leaving me massive paragraph rants is just pushing my video. When I get loads of comments like this, YouTube sees it as, fucking hell, this video's getting loads of engagement. Let's just push it out into the algorithm even more. And more people are watching it. So by coming over and spewing your hatred towards me is just pushing me out even further. But also a quick message to my subscribers as well. I mean, we're pushing on nearly 40,000 subscribers now. It's absolutely unreal, the support that I've had from you guys over the last 3 years, and especially over the last, 8-9 months that I've been debunking. It's been very humbling, and I'm always so grateful to all the support that I've received. And I'm so glad that you guys recognize why I'm doing this. I'm not here to just shit talk people for the sake of it. I'm here for the truth. And if the truth means upsetting people, then so be it. But like I said, I can sleep at night knowing that I'm not lying to people for money, clicks and views. So my conscience is clear. So please leave your thoughts and your comments down below, guys. Like I always say, I do read all of them and I try to reply to all of them as well if I can. And yeah, if you do want to see another one of my debunking videos, I think it's this side. Click on that, give it a watch, see what you think. But yeah, appreciate you all, guys, and I will see you again on the next one.